your first tribal council. First off, everyone mute your mics, and then you'll unmute when I ask you a question. Remember, when you guys are talking to nobody, that it's because your mic is on mute. Alright, first off, Stuart Henry, what was it like to lose the first challenge?
It stunk. It wasn't a good feeling at all. I really wanted us to win. I thought we had a really strong tribe, so I was pretty surprised when we lost.
So, Wendy, talk about the frustration, because losing the first challenge automatically sets the morale on a way, way down low.
We were all trying really hard, and for me, the frustration was when I had to leave the group so that they couldn't hear what I was doing and couldn't see what I was doing. So while I was, working on that puzzle piece, that in the back of my mind, it's like, how long is this taking me? I wasn't sure. But then to find out that it was a flash video and I couldn't just right click to make the picture for you to post, then I had to start an art program and wait till it booted up so that I could paste it in there and then crop it and save it and then upload it to Facebook. And those are things that, like background things that nobody knew was happening. So in the back of my mind, the frustration was, it's looking like I'm not doing my part when I was really busting my butt. So, and another frustration is we started off behind them, so it felt like it was on me to try and catch things up when it got to my turn.
All right, so Audrey, where do you think everyone went wrong in the challenge? What happened?
Well, obviously, I'll just be honest, Missy didn't do very well in the beginning. She didn't get it. And then also, I don't know, I'm suspicious that the challenge was thrown.
Missy, is that a fair assumption that you didn't do that great on your task?
The tribe knew the very first night of going in that everyone that was in the room, I had told them I was not a computer savvy person. So I just took the first position, not even thinking that it was going to be computer, but it did say researcher, so that was kind of a clue too. So also, what can I do? I did my best. So I always thought, win as a tribe, lose as a tribe, but apparently in this tribe it's totally different.
Gotcha. So Andrew, back to the other thing that Audrey said. What do you think Audrey meant when she said someone threw the challenge? Who?
Well, I mean, that's what Audrey to say. I don't know. I think everybody busted their butt. We just came up short in the end.
Dolly, what about you? What do you think Audrey was talking about? Do you think there's any one person that you think, hey, that person might have thrown the challenge?
Well, I guess you never know, because when someone, you don't really know what people are doing on the other end of the computer. The reason behind why they would throw the challenge for the tribe, I don't really know why anyone would want to do that, but there's always that possibility.
Okay, then Audrey, everyone else is kind of beating around the bullet. Explain yourself when you said someone threw the challenge.
Okay, so there's a part of the challenge. After everyone completed their task, we either learned what they were doing and we helped them, or we learned way late in some cases. And there was an instance, and you know what? I could be wrong. The puzzle that Wendy had to do, I know myself and that at least one other person, maybe two, reattempted the puzzle and did it in less than half the time than she took.
All right, so Wendy, let's talk about this. Audrey kind of just pointed you out. What do you feel about this?
Well, it's expected because she hasn't liked me from the beginning, but that's fine.
Well,
I just wanted to know that I absolutely 100% did not throw the challenge because I wanted to go into this with 8 strong on Chochetta. My goal has always been about the Chochetta tribe, and I did not have any idea what puzzle meant. I mean, it could have been a crossword puzzle, it could have been a Sudoku puzzle, it could have been a word find puzzle. I had absolutely no idea what a puzzle meant. I did not know it meant putting together a jigsaw puzzle. It's not something I do ever, let alone online. And I did come back and say that I had to scroll up and down on the page because my screen wasn't big enough to accommodate the whole puzzle because I'm working from a laptop instead of a desktop with a large screen. And I did point out that I was having to scroll up and down. Nobody asked me any further because at that point we were stressing, trying to get the next level of things done, and nobody came to me afterwards asking me, hey, what happened, what gives? So, I mean, they're making assumptions based on never even having spoken to me.
Okay, can I reply to that?
Sure.
Okay, so first off, about the challenge, there are ways to lower the magnification of your screen. If you're a computer guru, you should know that. And you also didn't talk to anyone, so we couldn't help you figure that out. So we weren't given that opportunity.
How could you help me do the puzzle when I
well, you just were saying how you couldn't scroll up and down the screen, but you could have asked any of us how to resolve that issue.
Okay, if I'm trying to go as fast as I can, the last thing I'm thinking is, let me call everybody so that while I'm
Well, it took 2 times slower, apparently, because of the thing. Okay, so besides that point, another thing is you claim that I didn't like you from the beginning. And
I felt
how do you justify that if you've never made any attempt to get to know me? You don't know
actually,
anything
Audrey,
about me.
I did.
You don't know anything about me, and then you tell everybody Audrey has an idol. I swear she's working with this person and this person. You have had a vendetta. You're a hypocrite. You've had a vendetta against me from the beginning. I've said nothing about you until last night. I just hear from everyone. You've literally gone to everyone in the tribe campaigning against me. If you deny it, then you're fucking lying in front of everybody. Let's just be honest.
Actually, Audrey, that's not true.
That's not true. She hasn't gone to everybody. She hasn't gone to everybody. That's not true.
And the only contact I've ever had with you was when I was the one contacting you. And if
actually, I contacted you first, and the conversation is very brief. So I'd love for you to show everybody.
No, you did not.
I did. I contacted you. I said, Wendy, I'm looking so forward to meeting you. I'm sorry I couldn't make it. I sent the same message to everybody.
You go ahead and show that, because actually I'm the one.
No, you're the one that said it. I'm confident in it. If you want to prove me wrong, please do. Please find it.
Well, how do I do that?
Go to our chat history. It should be very, very short.
I don't see your name. The first day, Sunday, December 5th, we are on the same tribe. You said, nice to meeting you, look forward to chatting. I said, me too. I hope you had a safe trip home. So I did.
Okay, all right, whatever. I mean, that's not really initialing a conversation with somebody that, I mean, and then Missy also suggested voting me out first too. I mean, because I didn't make it the first night. It seems like there's something.
I'll go ahead and call your bullshit on that, because that, hell no. Because you didn't make it the first night, I told some people, I said we should take her because she had to travel. So we should not hold that against her. And I don't know where the hell you're getting that damn shit from.
Okay, so you were in a phone call with a couple people and said it would be an easy choice.
Because I said that would be so bad because we didn't even get a chance to know you.
No, okay, well, then people are lying to you or they're lying to me, but I've definitely heard otherwise. I heard you certainly did not say that you were told that.
Well, Audrey, I also have not been saying anything about you. Well, I never said it, so...
Okay, so did you accuse me of also being in an alliance with Andrew?
I said that there was a possibility of you being in an alliance, and the word was a possibility.
Yeah. I mean, you sold out Trevor when you talked to someone else saying Trevor's feeding me these secrets that Audrey's trying to make multiple alliances.
Whatever. You know what? I don't remember. But if you can show me, that's okay.
Right. Of course, I can't show you because you said it, but your tone says it all. Like, you're stuttering. You can tell that you're lying. So that's enough for me.
That's not true.
Oh, it's true.
Wow. Okay, the first 10 minutes of this entire season, the first tribal council, all that was said.
Who's ever heard so many lies in 5 minutes?
Lister Potter the third, what the heck is going on here?
I don't know, Will. I'm not entirely sure what is happening here. I wanted to go into this game, keep our tribe as strong as possible, try and stay united. But I don't know if that's going to be able to happen after tonight.
I think we were pretty all united come that challenge yesterday. And then since then, it's just been crazy.
You know, rumors seem to have started flying in the last couple of days. I mean, like maybe the day before tribal, they started going around. And like, I'm not really sure what rumor came from to what rumor came from, but I'm not sure where the divisions are.
Trevor, what do you think about all this?
I think they're all a bunch of vaginas.
I second that.
All right, Dolly, what is your take on all this? Who's telling the truth? Who's lying? What rumors are true? What rumors are not true?
I don't know, because I didn't see Wendy do the puzzle, obviously, and this travel kind of reminds me of me and Jason's last year, so it's kind of cool to be on the other end of things.
Back to you, Trevor. Wendy did take a while where she was out of communication with everyone. Do you think that by Audrey saying that this was her throwing the challenge is a kind of fair assessment?
I won't lie. Whenever it happened, I was like running through scenarios in my head, like why would this be going on? Like why would she do that? And so that thought did cross my mind. But I can't, obviously I don't know if she did or didn't, but...
On the other side of things, Missy, what reason would Wendy have to throw the challenge?
I honestly do not believe she threw the challenge. So what was the question again?
I said, on the other side of things, what reasons would Wendy have to throw a challenge?
I don't think she would. I think she wanted the best for the whole tribe. And I think once we lost, it just went downhill after that. It just started after that. It just got dirty and ugly.
The one thing about me is I'm straightforward. I might come off as mean sometimes, but I'm not a fucking liar. I will tell you it like it is.
Audrey, I know that I told the truth, and I feel confident in believing that. I never said anything about you after the challenge. What would I be able to say when nobody contacted me?
Stuart Henry, who do you believe, Wendy or Audrey?
I feel like at this point of the game, it would be stupid to throw a challenge, especially because you don't know where everyone stands, so you could definitely be on the chopping block even if you feel safe. You never really can feel safe in this game. So why would you ever want to throw a challenge? It just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, people do that all the time, Stuart.
I agree, Audrey. People.
So obviously she had a plan, and her plan was to eliminate me, to campaign against me, shut other people.
Just shut the fuck up.
Obviously, if she threw the challenge, she had intention.
Shut the fuck up. I'm talking. Will ask me a question. Shut your damn mouth. Okay. I'm sick of you. You're such an evil person. I'm totally done with your game. Just
What's
go
evil about me if I'm totally honest?
Any genuine feelings for anyone on this team. I told you that I
don't get
my
You're a liar.
Well, I want to talk about the fucking game. You know what? Just go shoot yourself in the face because you have
right
fuck.
now.
Oh my God! I did not throw the challenge. At this point, it is too early in the game to even be thinking such a stupid strategy. That is the most pathetic strategy anybody could possibly imagine doing. What you're calling stuttering is my being patient with you, Audrey dear.
Missy, Dolly is a returning player. Will that come back to haunt her eventually in this game?
Because I think she was given another chance, which I think is good. And I don't know the last season she was in. I don't know how long she was in for. But I don't think it'll hurt her, no.
All right, Wendy.
Thank you.
What do you think about Dolly's strategy is?
I think that she's pulling in skills from having been in Survivor before, and I think that strategy will work for her because people will feel comfortable coming to her with questions, so she'll kind of get an idea of their game plan.
Missy, what is Andrew's strategy?
Pretty much try to fit in, get information from somewhere, and then get information. I don't know, I just say, fool me once, it's my fault. Fool me twice, it's my fault. Fool me 3 times, not happening.
Missy, what do you mean by that?
It means you learn information from other people and you try to build your confidence up in this one person and you think you have it, but then yet they flip and go to someone else and tell it all.
Andrew, what does she mean by this?
I'd like to know, to be honest. I'd love to hear you elaborate on that.
We'll talk later.
All right.
Audrey, what is Wendy's strategy?
Honestly, I feel like I'm not even going to attempt to understand the logic. I feel like it's uncomprehendable. If her strategy is to have an obvious strategy or a poor strategy, then that would be my guess.
All right. Stuart Henry, what is Audrey's strategy?
Audrey's strategy, I don't really know. I think that Audrey's strategy is probably to manipulate the men, the weak ones, of course, because if you are a strong male, you obviously won't fall for her total bullshit. She has very little respect in general, and also she's very rude, and she also has very little consideration for other people's feelings, and is and isn't very sensitive. Today, when I went to the hospital, gashed my knee open and got 5 stitches, when I told her that, she just kind of rolled right over it and ignored my feelings. I've been very sick today, and as soon as I came online, she started yelling at me. So just genuinely not a nice person, and the people that think she's cool will vote with her because they just want to be in the cool club, but I hope that people can see through her bullshit because she's a fucking liar and I hate her.
So Stuart, if I'm the bully at the school, why is it that I've honestly believed that I was with you, I was with Dolly, and then to find out last night you guys were planning on voting for me. And to call anybody a weak man for trust me, I'm not trying to use sex appeal. Who the fuck in this room, please say something if I once flashed cleavage on camera for you.
You did flash your duck lips, because that's kind of a sex appeal.
On camera, I flashed my duck lips.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Stuart, that you're really sensitive, and I'm sorry that I don't trust a single thing that you say, because you were fake to me, so of course I'm not gonna believe anything you have to say. About anything, even medical. I don't fucking know. You fake cried the other day. Multiple people know it. Other people caught on. It's not just me. I'm not insensitive. I can see through genuine people and people who are just full of shit, that their eyes are brown. I could squeeze your head and shit would come flying out of your ears. You're so full of shit. For being at the hospital today, he sure did communicate with a lot of people.
How do you know who he was communicating with?
Because it's Survivor, people talk. I wouldn't know the shit I do if people didn't talk to me.
Alright, well that was a very pleasant tribal council. And I think this is a great time to cast our votes. So Dolly, you're first. Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I will read the votes. First vote, Audrey. Second vote, Wendy. That's 1 vote Wendy, 1 vote Audrey. Wendy. That's 2 votes Wendy, 1 vote Audrey. Audrey. We're all tied up again. 2 votes for Audrey, 2 votes for Wendy. Audrey. That is 3 votes Audrey, 2 votes Wendy. Wendy. That's 3 votes Wendy, 3 votes Audrey, 2 votes left. Audrey. That is 4 votes Audrey, 3 votes Wendy. This is the last vote. The first person voted out of Survivor Facebook Season 4. Audrey. Audrey, try this vote.